This is Penny, and this is just a basic round session with her. That's an away flank. She did pretty good. She arced out. She's on the edge of the pen. She's not turned in controlling her sheep yet because I haven't asked her to. I gave her permission to control and walk in, and she's not paying attention to her sheep. She was paying attention to me, and so she pushed the sheep past me. So I step in front of her and back her out with physical pressure. I haven't given her a command to go forward yet or to flank again, so I had to continue to put pressure on her. Give her another away flank. She started out a little flat, but she corrected. Told her there to turn in and control the sheep. And I'm moving, so she has the permission to adjust however she needs to. But she needs to be paying attention to the sheep, which is why I corrected her there. She was just kind of moving. She wasn't really trying to get to a point of control. I told her there. She needs to check her speed a little bit, not just continue to trot and flank. So I raised my stick at her. There, she's in a good position to control the sheep now. They're looking at me. They're not trying to get away from me. She's holding them there. So I flank her a little bit, and then I ask her to stop and send her around the other direction. So on her there, she's just not checking up that well for me yet. She's in a good position to control there. I'm going to send her come by. That was a good flank. So I'm going to try to crisp up these theirs. And so there for me means turn in and check up and control the stock from that point. But the dog has to turn in and check up, and that's what she's not doing. She's turning in most of the time, but she's not checking her speed at all. So I'm going to add the stop command on the end of it. So instead of giving her the option to make the moves that she needs to make, I'm going to take that away from her. I'm going to tell her there, stop, and then I'm going to reinforce the stop by stepping in front of her, basically step in front of the sheep and take those away from her. She took a wrong flank there, so I just gave a verbal command, no, and then I helped her physically with the stick. So anytime she continues to take steps forward and move, I'm going to up the pressure. I'm going to step in front of the sheep and take them away and increase the pressure on her until I get the desired result. Good. I don't necessarily require a down on her stop, but if she chooses to, that's fine. Since the sheep were never going to come to me while I was standing in the middle, she just wasn't fast enough to catch them and turn them. Plus, they don't, this particular set is pretty hard to get actually oriented to the handler in the middle of the round pen. So I'm going to move along to the side, and I'm going to let her have some success here. So see, she checked up a little bit and she turned in and she flanked out because she needed to catch their heads. So I'm going to get on to her for going after the two that were with me. I wanted her to cover the one that had split off. And she's covering really nicely here. I am applying pressure to her and keeping her out.